somebody's fucking auntie, like, but I just woke up. Let me take this shit off. Hold on. I just got up from a wonderful fucking nap. So, I'm sorry. I look a little deranged. But it's a get ready with me, so fuck it. Very unplanned. I don't know. I was just like, fuck it. I mean, why not talk to them while I get ready for work? So I hope y'all had a great, ooh, child, we need to fix this. I hope y'all had a great day so far. Where's my comb? Where's my comb? No, where's my comb? Please tell me it's in here. Child, that's the only comb that I got right now. Every beauty supply, like, rat tail comb that I get, I lose or I break. So right now I'm holding on to this one little ass pink comb, and the teeth of the comb is all bent up and shit because I always somehow end up resting my flat iron on top of my comb and it fucks it up and melts it and shit. Prime example, look at this one. Look at that one, like, but I need a small comb. Hold on. Hopefully it's in here. Please tell me it's in here. If not, we just gotta have to use our finger. But hey y'all. Oh, I found it. I found it. Look at it. It's all fucked up. Cause I put the flat iron on it. Oh my goodness. I need to get like a big pack of combs and new brushes and shit. I got my mirror down here, so if I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking down at my mirror right here. I don't know. I was trying to decide if I wanted to play music in the background or not. I reinstalled this wig too, y'all, if y'all can't tell. Because it was looking a hot ass mess. The last live I got on there, I honestly was not feeling my hair, for real. And I still did not even customize this the way that I want to still, because I want to go back and re-bleach the knots on this wig. But I didn't have any more bleach in my house. And honestly, I didn't feel like going outside. So I was just like, fuck it, I will bleach it next time. So that's what we're gonna do. Next time we're gonna bleach the knots again. I don't remember this much hair being out on the sideburn. I kind of like it to try to look as natural as possible, especially on the sideburn area. But yeah, I think this looks pretty good for the knots to not be that great, in my opinion. But that just might be me being a fucking perfectionist. I don't know. Do I want to play some music? I don't know. Let me see. I'm gonna play some music because it's just a little awkward. I don't know if anybody's gonna join this live or not. Nala. Oh, I forgot my roller. I do this too when I'm getting ready, like before I start putting my lashes and stuff on. I have this rose quartz roller, and it just helps get rid of any like puffiness under your eyes. It flushes out any like of the toxins in your face. I think it's the lymphatic system or something. Like you're supposed to push like the blood up to a certain direction. It's supposed to go up towards your heart or something like that. I don't know. I just go up towards my temples, and it kind of like depuffs my face, especially if I just woke up. And I do that along the jawline, forehead, and this little small one I do right under the eyes, and I push it out that way. So if you have like puffy eyes, I don't know why this eye looks like this. Y'all see it? Like, I don't know, maybe I was sleeping on this eye, I don't know. But it's just a little red. I don't know. But yeah, if you have puffy eyes in the morning or when you go to sleep and stuff, get you an eye roller. But I think I'm gonna plug up some music or something, and then we're gonna get into it. All right, give me a second. Give me a second, y'all. Turn off this heat. Cause it's hot. I got Alexa now and don't know how to act, so I'll plug her up. Only thing is, I wish I would have set this up before I started the live. Cause yeah. Cause now I'm gonna have to pause the live to set it up. I'm gonna wait till she turned green. But I wish people were in here. I wish people were in here. I'm just gonna do my thing. If people join, then welcome. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Oh, I forgot, I also have my J over here, so I'm about to spark up. Well, not really, because it's really a roach J. It's really nothing. It's really nothing, but it's something to me right now. So I'm gonna spark it, because why not? Okay, now the Alexa wants to load. Hey, Ari. I was just like, nobody's in here, y'all. If nobody was to show up, I need to stop doing that. But if nobody was to show up in like another 2 minutes, I probably would have gotten off of here and just minded my business. But hey, girl, thank you for joining me. I'm just getting ready for work. Like I said, I just got up. I'm about to set up this Alexa because I kind of want something. Okay, we back. I hope that's not too loud. Let me know if it's too loud, and I'll turn it down a little bit more. In fact, I'm gonna turn it down. Alexa, turn down volume. Hold on, I'm gonna just bring it closer. Okay. Okay. Hey, EJ. You see me in the bear face, because you made a comment that you ain't never seen me without my lashes and shit on. And you know what? That's almost right, because it's very rare you're gonna see me not put together when I'm outside. But here's the living proof. I'm just getting ready for work. And I need to stop talking. Well, no, I'm gonna talk, but I need to stop bullshitting and just go ahead. So, oh, thank you. I be trying. I be trying to keep it together the best I can. I don't know what the fuck to talk about. You said when I'm gonna do your reading? Whenever, like, whenever. It don't matter. Whenever, however. You got my number, you can just hit my phone. You said good jeans? I know, right? I know, right? And the crazy thing is we all look alike. It's scary. Like when I look back, when we took those Thanksgiving pictures, we all look just alike, yo. And I never noticed it until we took pictures side by side. It's crazy. The Native American blood is thick. It's thick. It's there. I need a new freaking pencil. Like, this is ridiculous. It's like nothing there. Look at that. There's nothing there. Some days I'll be trying to decide whether I want to just leave them like this or add the little bit of red. I know, I'm actually getting ready to go back to work right now. So I was like, maybe I should start doing that. Like, to kind of keep up with content and stuff, just start doing videos right before I go in. Only thing is, I don't even know what the fuck to talk about. It's like, I need people in here to like fuel the conversation, I guess. Cause I kind of feel awkward when it's just me talking. Even when I try to like pre-record videos, like I feel kind of awkward. That's what I was talking about in my last live, where I'm like, I don't like when it feels structured. Like, I do want to like teach people certain things, but it kind of feels very awkward for me when I can't talk to people one-on-one while I'm doing it and have a conversation. So that's why I haven't done it yet. Yeah, right. This is a start. Well, I've been started, really. I remember the first day I got one live and was like, damn, did I just do that? I was just like, fuck it, you know? And less than maybe a minute, people started joining, and I was like, oh, y'all fuck with me for real. Okay, this is not bad. And then the rest was history. I kept doing it, kept doing it, kept doing it. And, you know, built my own little tribe on here, little family that I'm so grateful for. I tell y'all all the time, y'all have definitely influenced me and inspired me to keep going. Because I am scared. I was scared. Like, just imagine having a dream, having something that you've always wanted to do, but you're so scared of being successful that you just never jump off the fucking porch. That was me for a long ass time, yo. And YouTube was one of them things I had to just jump off the motherfucking porch with. And I still feel like I'm jumping off the porch. I still feel like my pinky toe is hanging onto the ledge and it's not letting go, because I ain't really like showed y'all what I really want to do yet. But it's coming. It's coming. I know, right? I'm so hard on myself, you know? I am. I put a lot of pressure on myself, and sometimes I like to, when I get something, I don't sit in it, you know? I don't sit in it and bask in it. I'm just like, all right, bet. I mastered this, I got this, on to the next prayer, on to the next one, on to the next one. And I don't think I'm really enjoying, you know, the fruits of my labor when I do that. So I be underestimating myself before I even begin. And that's a horrible habit. That's horrible. And then when I actually do it, I shock myself. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know that I was a bad bitch. Like, what? Like, I didn't know, but you don't know until you try, right? You don't know until you try. Yeah. Honestly, just with me getting to know myself and kind of doing my own little background check spiritually on the family and stuff, I think it's literally in our blood, in our DNA, to be honest. Like, we just built different. We literally just built different. And I don't, that's the best way I can fucking explain it, really. I don't know. It's like we tapped into a whole nother database or some shit. Like, I don't freaking know, yo. But it's literally nothing that you can't do in life. It's literally nothing that you can't do. And I've proven that to myself so many times, to the point where now I'm like, again, just putting so much pressure on myself, beating myself up when I haven't reached a certain goal by a certain time. And I still have to remember, like, yeah, you are super talented and multi-talented and you can do these things, but you still are on God's timing, you know? You still have to go with the flow of life. You still have to just live life and let things play out naturally. No matter how quickly you want to get to that success, it's ultimately the story. It's going to be the testimony that really propels it, you know? And what's a testimony without a good story? You know, what's a testimony without the ups and downs and the challenges and stuff and all the heartfelt shit? So right now in life, I'm just learning to appreciate like every aspect of this journey. you know? Because one day it's gonna be a story that I tell. Like, it's gonna be a part of a really, really great testimony. And I'm gonna sell millions and millions of copies of books about it. Might even be on the Oprah show. So, time is everything, but time is nothing all at the same time. Just let go of the idea of time when it comes to your dreams and aspirations and shit. That way you'll never give up on them. That's my theory. You'll never give up on your dreams if you let go of the importance of time. Because it's not important to nobody else but us human beings, honestly. Time is a factor that controls us here on this earth and this plane. Anywhere outside of this bubble, time don't matter. Time don't matter. Time doesn't even exist. And you know what's crazy? I remember, and I probably will never forget this day ever. This was back when I was in Jersey, and I used to take the bus to school every morning. I used to walk from my house all the way down to the corner to catch the 24 bus to school. And of course, on your way walking to the bus stop, you're gonna run into a couple crackheads, right? Or at least I thought she was, you know what I'm saying? Because of the way that she acted. She used to be the type of crackhead that would run around spraying people with Lysol and shit. She probably knew about the motherfucking pandemic before we did, and we looking at her like she fucking crazy back then. But she stopped me randomly one day while I was waiting for the bus, and she was like, "How do you know you're alive? What tells you that you're alive? How do you know you're alive?" And the first thing that came to my mind was, I'm breathing, the breath in my body. And she was like, "No, time. Time tells you that you are alive. Time tells you that you are real. Time tells you that you are still breathing." And back then, it went over my head. But it seems like I've never forgotten that memory, because I find myself going back to it when it comes to certain things where time is too much of a factor for me. So I was like, wow, that lady had a lot of sense, and we was looking at her like she was a complete nutcase. Like a complete nutcase. You really think about it. That's really, I mean, when you go to sleep and you're dreaming and shit, there is no, like, you're not thinking of a clock. You're not thinking of time. Like, even the way that we sleep and we wake up, there's no consciousness of time. Even though we've been knocked out for 8 hours, it feels like 5 minutes, you know? So what's the first thing you do when you wake up? You check the time. You check the time on your phone. That's how you know that you're alive. You're living, you're back in your body, you're back in this 3D realm, this world, because this is the only place where time exists. Yeah. So I think that's just super cool. It's super cool, but super creepy too. Now, I've been in instances where, and this was like back in college, where I was really going, when I first started going through my spiritual awakening, and I was going through like an ego death and all this other shit. I was just going through a lot at once. And I had an out-of-body experience where I was in my dorm in my bed, and my spirit got up out my body and looked down at myself. The first thing I did was check my phone for time, because I started to panic because I thought I was dead. I thought I was done. I thought I was out of there. I started to panic because when I looked down, my spirit, of course I'm spirit, so I'm like transparent. I was able to see through my arms, through my hands and shit like that. And I just remember my phone that was actually on the desk right next to my bed, I picked it up and I was trying to like text my boyfriend at the time, and like I'm telling him like, help me, like I don't know what's happened, da, 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 da. And I recognized that there was a time on the phone, and in that moment, that's when I relaxed, because I'm like, okay, I'm not dead. This must just be an out-of-body experience, or I'm lucid dreaming or something like that. And when I came to that realization, I calmed down, and I literally, my spirit laid back down in my body, and I actually woke up. And the first thing I did was pick up my phone and check the time, and also check to see if I had actually sent that message or not, and I didn't. And that shit was wild to me. That shit was wild because I had already been researching and studying like out-of-body experiences. I think I had actually fell asleep to a video that I was watching on out-of-body experiences, and I had one right then and there. And it's something that I experienced as a child too, like a lot, but I hadn't in a while, not since I was a child. So it was just very like taboo for me. Like, oh shit, that's me? And this is, I just got out of my body and I'm looking down at her sleeping. It was to the point where in order for me to come to again, I had to literally reposition myself in the position that I was sleeping in. And then I woke up. So you can imagine how like fucking creepy that is. Hey, Jasmine. What happened to the music? Or whatever. Hey, girl. I'm just getting ready for work and just talking and smoking. Where is my J? Where did I put it? Oh. I should have rolled this up because I got like 3 other roaches. I should have re-rolled it, but who got time for that now? I did some more shadow work too, y'all, yesterday. It came out of nowhere. And I do want to do a video on that too, because when it comes to shadow work, you kind of move me now. I know when I'm about to experience it. I just be trying to avoid it as long as I can. But you've been on this journey so long, you become self-aware. So you know how your body starts to act. You know how you feel emotionally. You know how your home will start to feel. You start paying attention to certain things like how people are treating you, your pets and shit like that. Like there's certain factors that you become aware of when you know you're about to level up, and right before that level up, you know you gotta do some fucking shadow work. But I be dreading it. I be like, no. My shadow self be like, yes, finish him, finish her. Like, and I'm like, no, I don't wanna feel this right now. I do not. Like, so I be fighting it for the longest. But last night, it hit me like a fucking ton of bricks. And I felt so much better when I got through it. And I woke up feeling like a brand new person. But it was, I'm not gonna get deep into it on this live, but in a nutshell, the shadow work that I had to do was releasing blame and also forgiving myself for blaming myself for why certain relationships, certain like the way that my childhood played out, like just certain things, like I was putting all of that energy on me. I was putting the blame on me because there weren't people in my life, or I didn't get a lot of, hey, I'm sorry's, or there's not too many people that will take accountability, even if they realize that they've done wrong by you and things like that. You'll never hear it out of their mouth. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that's happened in a lot of situations I've been in with people where I've never gotten the closure moment. And I kind of got used to that. I kind of got accustomed to that. I got comfortable with the idea of like, okay, cool, it's just another fuck over. It's just another lesson. I was the reason this didn't play out, or I, caused this to happen, or I had to go through this pain to be a better person. And it's like, no, you don't have to settle for that shit. And you didn't have to settle for it when you were going through it. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much it, builds you up as a person and gives you this wisdom and this strength to keep pushing forward, you still have to tell yourself while you're going through it that you still deserve better, and you're working towards maturing in that area of your life. So I know I'm kind of talking around it, because I don't want to talk about it right now. But it was definitely something that I needed to release and let go. And it was very, very heavy. It was very heavy. It was very painful. I was crying to God, and I'm like, because I find myself with as intuitive as I am, I'm still giving people the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? Like, even things of the past, I look back on it and I'm like, okay, well, I did play a role in that, and maybe this person was just going through something, or I try to give people grace. Like, I really, really do. Every time, though, it's certain individuals that I have cut off, literally have cut ties with, that I still will try to give grace to this day. And it's like, you can forgive people, but it doesn't mean that you have to reopen that door or go back to them or look for that closure moment. You know what I'm saying? Because every time I would dwell on the past and try to give these people grace, my intuition would pop up again and remind me of why I cut the cord in the first place. And it became so frustrating because I'm like, these are people who I once confided in, that I love deeply, like deeply. You know what I'm saying? And because of the role that they played in my life, I would attack myself and blame myself and be like, no, you're dead ass wrong for looking at them that way. You're dead ass wrong for what you're picking up intuitively about them, because no, they can't be that way, because this is the role they play in your life. And this can come down to family, primarily family, but family, friends, whatever, and it's like a guilty conscience that you put on yourself, or that the world will put on you, like, oh, well, that's your blood, that's your family. You can't disconnect from them. You can't cut them off. You can't detach from them. You can't just stop talking to them. That's your family. And it's like, why would I continue to put myself in that karmic cycle? Why would I continue to entertain the same energy that's attacking me every day? You know what I'm saying? So I would kind of succumb to the pressures of what the world thinks that you should do and who you should allow into your space, into your energy. And I would feel really bad about it, but then I would get angry because I'm like, God, you keep showing me this person's intentions, but at the same time, you're telling me to give them grace and to forgive them. How do I let it go? Like, how do I let that go? Because now it's becoming a problem. I'm getting older now. This is something that has been played out, is already been done and dealt with. But it keeps coming to the surface of my mind. And that's how the shadow work began, because I got angry and I was like, why do I keep thinking of this person? Why do I keep having these thoughts? Why is it keep coming to the surface? And that's where it began. And it was just a whole mess. It was a whole mess, but it was a beautiful mess. And I cried and I let it go. I released it. And it felt really, really good. Like, girl, stop putting the blame on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people you just can't change, and it's okay. And I feel like, because I feel like I'm a catalyst for change naturally, I allow myself to shape shift. I allow myself to grow and evolve. Like, I don't hold back when it comes to that. I think that sometimes it can trigger people who are scared of change when they're in my energy. And sometimes unconsciously they will attack you for being you, for being that catalyst, for being someone who's a risk taker, for being someone who relies heavily on their faith, and not what they see in front of them. That's me, so a lot of times you as a light worker, you will experience the worst of worst shit, even from the people that you were once very, very close with, because they're uncomfortable with your change. They're uncomfortable with the person you're becoming. Because the more you change, the more you mature, the more you grow on this journey, the more it highlights the fact that they are stagnant, that they are not changing, that they are the problem. It's like, stop shining so brightly, because the brighter you shine, the more it's revealed that I'm the problem. It was never you, it was me. But my issue was I was taking accountability for the people that hurt me. And that was wrong. That was wrong. I needed to, back it up and reevaluate myself, really. You know what I'm saying? And once I did that, I was able to release the situation with so much love, like to the point where I even cried for that person because I felt their fear. Like I felt the fear that they were trying to project onto me. And once I let it go and I detached, I'm like, no, this is not my energy. I then had a level of compassion for them that I was trying to force before. It's almost like when you're trying to force yourself to forgive someone, and you're like, okay, I forgave them, but God knows your heart. God feels the heaviness in your heart. And He's going to keep bringing that person up. He's going to keep bringing them to the surface of your mind. You're going to keep thinking back on those memories, even if it's not your intention to. He's going to put it in your face like, look, this is what you need to deal with. This is what you need to face right now. If you want to reach those dreams, if you want to be successful, if you really want to elevate and get access to these keys to this door that I have for you, behind that door is blessings and everything that you want. You need to face this head on and stop running from it. So He will do that. And it's annoying. And a lot of the times I try to give myself some more time. I'm like, no, I don't want to talk about this right now, God. Please, let me just eat my sandwich in peace. And it's like, no, girl, come on, we got to clean it up. You already know we got to clean this up. Because if not, you're going to be stuck in this cycle forever. And it's like, it doesn't end there. That's the thing. It doesn't end there. You're going to continue to meet people who are, intimidated by your energy or in fear change and different things like that. And you can't continue to take on the burdens and the bullshit that they come with just because, oh shit, I didn't fucking conceal my eyes. Fuck. Oh well. You can't continue to carry their bullshit for them. They have to take accountability. And another thing that I realized as well, while I was in this shadow moment, was everybody is still on their own journey. Everybody is still going through their own challenges. Just because things aren't playing out the way that you want them to, you have to remember that it's not just you. Everybody plays a role in this big picture that you are still completely unaware of. I don't care how intuitive, how psychic, how tapped in you are with the universe. I don't care. There are still certain things that you are not aware of that is a part of God's plan. And sometimes you just have to let shit play out. You cannot control the people in your life. You cannot control their journey. You cannot control how fast they heal. You cannot control how quickly they change or don't change. You can't force someone to change. You can't force someone to love you. You have to just worry about you and your journey and be the best person that you can be. That's it. Worry about you and your journey. Right? And if you are spiritually inclined and led to, confide in a certain person or to reach out to a certain person or to show them love, show them grace, then do that. Be obedient in that. Don't be prideful, but just remember, like, the way that we give people grace is remembering that they are still on their own path and journey. They are going through their own challenges and karmic lessons that have nothing to do with you. And I feel like a big portion of this journey, I was very self-centered. I thought the world revolved around me. Everyone's attacking me. It's me. And it's like, no, you're just involving yourself in someone else's shit because you keep trying to take accountability for their shit. Stop blaming yourself for why people aren't changing. It's okay. Not everybody will do it. Not everybody has the same strength that you do to face their fears and do things and step outside the box and say fuck it. Not everybody's in that space, and some people take more time to get there. So that was just a big thing for me last night in my shadow moment, is really understanding what grace is, really understanding what forgiveness is. And taking accountability for my own shit, you know what I'm saying? And realizing that, yeah, I can be a little self-centered sometimes. And even though it's not intentional, and for a long time I wasn't aware of it, you kind of get like that when you're used to being alone. You know what I'm saying? When you're used to being in isolation, when you're used to trying to like figure things out and put the pieces of shit together on your own, you don't really have access to a whole lot of perspectives. You can continue to think that everything and everyone is against you, because it's not like you physically have people around you who are saying, hey, I'm right by your side. Hey, I see this in you and I think that we can work through it together, or let me help you with this. And you know what I'm saying? Like, so you tend to lean on your own understanding about people because you don't really have access to their perspectives on life and different things like that, or you don't see eye to eye with a lot of people. You can't have certain conversations with the people in your life. So the only conversation you can have is with yourself and with God, really. You know, and if you're still in that pride and ego and you're holding on to certain things, you will continue to be wrapped up in a simulation that you're creating and you don't even realize it, because you haven't forgiven or you haven't let that situation go. You're still thinking this person is attacking me or doing this and throwing magic and doing all X, Y, and Z, or they're cheating or doing X, Y, and Z, because you haven't forgiven something of the past. That person may not even be, like, you have to understand that everyone, yes, is on their own journey. They can change when they're ready to, but also allow people to change too. And this is something that's been preached to me for the past year, is it's not fair that I want people to respect my decisions and how I feel and my transitions and my journey, but I'm not respecting other people's journey and giving them grace and being patient with them. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily putting my journey on hold, but just knowing that when you get to a certain point, you cannot bring certain people with you. No matter how badly you want them to come with you on this journey, no matter how badly you want them to see you succeed and you want to see them succeed, some people are just not me. You know what I'm saying? It gives me hope. It gives me inspiration. You know, and that's why I say, like, when I get on here with you guys, I'm talking to you guys, it inspires me, it keeps me going, because I'm able to have the conversations I was never able to have around certain individuals in my life. You know, it makes me feel like I'm a part of something bigger, you know, when I can have those conversations with people, with like-minded individuals. So it's like, okay, I want the people close to me, I want my family, I want certain people, my friends and stuff, to get on this level. I want them to learn, I want them to grow, I want them to change, I want them to wake up. I want them to wake up so bad, because I don't want to leave you behind. It's gonna hurt me so much to leave you behind. So I need you to wake up. Like, that was my energy, you know what I'm saying? So I would be angry with these people, not even realizing that I was angry with them, but I was frustrated, because I'm like, God, I'm tired of being alone. So instead of seeking my tribe or being patient for my tribe, being patient for the people that he is sending into me that are going to support me in this journey and vice versa, I would get impatient with the people closest to me and be like, well, why aren't you changing? You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with change? What's wrong with change? And what I also realize is sometimes you have people who are a part of your assimilation, who are a part of your karmic cycle, who just play their role. You know what I'm saying? That's the role that they played in your journey specifically. It doesn't take away from what they're going through, but you got to understand God is still in control. He moves certain pieces to the puzzle around. So how can I give an example? Right? I'm just trying to give an example. I'm trying to give an example. Okay, so say Lisa is going through a financial struggle, right? Maybe she has had this home, had this house for a very long time. She doesn't want to sell it. She doesn't want to give it away, whatever, right? That's a part of her journey. Maybe her lesson in that moment is to not place so much value on material things, right? Maybe that's something she struggles with, you know, living a very superficial lifestyle and learning how to be comfortable and content with the simple things of life, right? That's her current karmic lesson. So she's praying to God, God, please help me about this situation. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lose this house. I don't wanna lose this house. I don't wanna sell it. You know, I still want it to be something that is the core of this family and what I've built. You know, it has so much history. Let's just say that's the energy she's in for her prayer, right? God will take someone she ain't talked to in years. Maybe she ain't seen them, talk to them since college or something like that. Maybe they moved out of the motherfucking state or whatever. Or, you know, this is an example. So let's say somebody just recently graduated grad school or something, and maybe the girl was going to school in motherfucking Detroit or some shit. She moves back to the hometown and she's looking to rent, right? So now she runs into Lisa and they're catching up. They go get brunch or whatever. They chilling, and Lisa's telling her like, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do about my house. And she's like, girl, what? I'm looking for somewhere to rent, blah, 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 blah. You got pictures of the house? Can I come see the house? And now God has put Lisa in a position to where she feels comfortable giving over her home to someone who once had a place in her heart, an old friend that was dear to her, that she maybe thought she would never speak to again, or maybe they've been long distance friends, whatever the case, you know what I'm saying? So while Lisa is going through this trial and tribulation over here, and she's learning her lesson, going through her thing, over here, God is working with somebody who's across the fucking map, getting them through their challenge, through their tribulation, through their testimony, through their story, now putting them in a position to change. Like, okay, I know you're used to being here, but I need you to move. And I need you to move because what you don't know is that Lisa, your long lost friend or sister, needs you. So he will bring these two people together. So it's an answered prayer on both ends, you know? So God is always moving pieces around that you can't even see. So it's just your job to just surrender to change. When you surrender to change, you allow God to pour into your life in ways that you would least expect. Lisa probably never thought that she would be renting her home out to one of her old college friends. Not me telling a story like it's a real story. But you get what I'm saying? Like, God will surprise you in ways that you least expect. You know what I'm saying? Lisa was scared to give up that home to a complete stranger. She didn't want to sell it, you know? But she didn't, maybe she is estranged from her family. Maybe it's just her and her kids. Maybe she's a single mom. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't really have anyone to lean on for real. She's downgrading. She's going from a house to maybe an apartment that's maybe more affordable for her. But she feels like there's so much history in this house. Maybe she's someone who got divorced, you know, and she was left with this home and left with the responsibility of paying the mortgage and the bills and doing everything that maybe once her ex-husband used to do. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, that was a leap of faith that Lisa took. Not me still telling the story like it's a real story. It probably is someone's story, you know? You never know who's watching. Lisa could have been married, you know? Now God has revealed to Lisa, your husband is cheating, or something is just not right about this marriage. This is not an ordained marriage. I did not pick you two to be together. You know what I'm saying? So now God is telling Lisa it's time to break this off, or God will start to reveal certain things. And yes, it hurts. It hurts. Hey, Monet. It hurts. She finds out that her husband is cheating on her, blah, blah, blah. They go through the divorce. It is the worst year of her life, right? Now she's not just going through a divorce, but she's fighting for custody of these kids. Why? Because maybe the husband makes more money. You know what I'm saying? So now the judge is like, okay, either you give up your kids or you give up the house. And she's like, I'd be damned if I give up this motherfucking house and not have my kids. You know what I'm saying? So she fights this battle. God wins this battle for her. Thank y'all for joining. If y'all joining in on my little story. Well, it's an example. It's an example, right, of how God will use your particular journey and kind of simultaneously use somebody else's journey and what they're going through to kind of answer your prayers in a way. Like, just rewind it. But yeah, so she's at a point, she's at a standstill. Her bills are piling up, her mortgage is piling up. Maybe it's certain things that she needs to get for her kids for school. She's having trouble doing that, you know what I'm saying? She doesn't have a babysitter. You know, she's trying to work 2 jobs and still take care of her kids. She's doing this all on her own. And she's like, at this point, you know, I'm a sinking fucking ship, and my next option is to sell this house and get what I can for this house just so I can survive, so that I can take care of my kids, I can keep it afloat. But this person, maybe it was a family home, not me building the damn storyline. Maybe it was a family home, right? Maybe this was the house that her mother left her. Maybe her mother passed on. Like I said, this is someone who could be estranged from their family. They live alone. They don't have much of a support system, right? So she feels like she's doing this alone. This is her family's house. She's like, I don't want to sell this house, God. This is my mom's house. This is my childhood home. This is where I grew up, right? Then God goes and now has put her friend from college in a position to now move back to the hometown where Lisa resides, you know, because she went off to grad school. So while Lisa is going through what would be considered her dark night of the soul and ego death, on the other side of the map, her friend from college is also going through her struggle of trying to graduate from school and all type. I'm not gonna build a story around her friend because that's gonna be way too long. We're gonna have to do this another day. I might make this a little series or whatever. But her friend is in college, she just graduated now. She's like, okay, I'm moving out of my dorm, blase, I'm grown. I can afford to rent out a house if I want to, townhome, whatever it is. She moves back home and she runs into Lisa, who needs to do something about this house as soon as possible. Now, Lisa has become a landlord to her good friend who is in a financial position and then some to take over this house or to sublease this house or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So now, not only has Lisa's prayer been answered, but she's also gained a friend, a lifelong friend that is gonna be there to help her on her journey, help her support her kids and different things like that. They're now gonna go on this journey together, right? But this is why God tells you to be patient because he's sending in people to help you on your journey, sending in people who are actually gonna go with you in this next phase of your life, this next cycle of your life. You can't see it yet. So it's like, don't look at the problems that's in front of you. Don't look at your bills piling up. Don't look at the eviction notice in your drawer. Don't look at, you know, your boss might be telling you, okay, we getting ready to lay a few people off or whatever. Don't look at what the enemy will throw at you to put pressure on you, to intimidate you, to make you lose faith. Because in a split second, your whole life could change. And that's how unpredictable God is, y'all. Like, it's scary, and I've been through it so many times to the point where it's like when I just fucking surrender. I'm like, okay, God, you know, this is due. Yeah, I'm gonna just let you do your thing. That's literally my approach now. And I might look crazy to the next person who's just like, what are you doing? Why aren't you moving? Why aren't you doing anything about this? It's just like, because God told me not to. He told me to chill out. He told me he got this. And he proves me, I don't want to say wrong, I want to say right, because I always believe that God is going to come through. You know what I'm saying? So he proves those people wrong. He proves those people wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where that part comes in, where it's like, I'm going to prepare a place for you before your enemies. I'm going to prepare a place for you before the people who say that you couldn't or can't or that's impossible. God is going to show them what the fuck is possible. He's going to use you to do it. So be glad in it and be grateful, even in moments where you just really, really, really cannot see your way out of this shit. Still be grateful. Still be grateful, because I mean, I'm not one for surprises, But I've been surprised a whole lot by God. He shocked the hell out of me a few times, has scared the hell out of me a few times. And each time he reminds me of who he is and his power and his reign in my life. And this is why I preach so much about building a relationship with God to people, because I've lived it, I've seen it, I've experienced it. Even at just 25 years old, you know, I've seen some wild shit, some supernatural shit take place. And it's because of my faith, yo. It's because of my faith. God will show you some shit, yo. He will show you some shit if you just allow him to. Shit, he showed me some shit in my nap today. You know, I had said a specific prayer before I went to sleep. Now, did I expect to dream what the fuck I dreamed? No, not at all. Not at all. I actually woke up mad. I was like, I thought we wrapped that up. I thought that was done. You know what I'm saying? You know when you have a dream about somebody. Hey Jasmine, hey Monet. I know I'm on here just talking, but you know when you dream about somebody you don't want to dream about, and you can't do shit about it. You can't do shit about it. And I'm like, yo, I thought we just wrapped this up. I thought we wrapped this cycle up. Why am I still dreaming about this person? And it's like, it's funny. And I literally woke up and was like, y'all are playing a joke on me, right? You're being funny right now, God. You have to be joking right now, because what I asked you for before I went to sleep and what you showed me, I would have not expected at all. Like, it's no way. It's no way. It's no way. You running game on, you playing with me right now. You have to be. You have to be. Because I put in all of this work to release this situation, to release this person, and boom, they pop up. They pop up. I ain't dreamed about this person in months, like months, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, okay, when I pray a specific prayer and I ask you to reveal something to me, you reveal the thing that I want the least right now in my life. So yeah, it blew me. It blew the fuck out of me. And that's the thing where it's like, it's so confusing, because even when you think you have it figured out, you don't. And I'm sorry if this like conversation is like all over the place, y'all. But even though I'm on here and I'm like mentoring to you guys, I'm still figuring shit out as I'm mentoring it to you. So that's why I don't want to get on and do pre-recorded videos. I like lives because I like to build off of a conversation, you know? And you guys actually get to see me come to my own realizations and epiphanies as I'm talking to you guys, you know, because I'm only going to talk about it if I lived it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm only going to mention it. I'm only going to bring it up if it's something that I'm currently going through. So I'm getting on here talking to y'all. I'm currently going through the shit that I'm teaching y'all. I'm currently learning as I'm teaching. Every time I learn something new, I get on here and I talk about it, because that's what you're supposed to do. God teaches you something, you show somebody else. God blesses you with something, you bless somebody else. So I get on here and I talk about it in case one of y'all are maybe going through the same thing and trying to figure this shit out too. You know? But it's kind of exciting though. It's kind of exciting. It's kind of scary. This relationship with God it's a roller coaster ride. It's the roller fucking coaster ride of emotions. And it's probably something that I'll never figure out, you know, but it's exciting because he keeps you on your toes. He keeps you on your toes, and he will constantly remind you of how much he loves you. In the simplest ways. So that's why I was like, okay, are y'all playing with me? Are y'all playing with me? Because there's no way. It's no way this person is in my motherfucking dreams. you know, and I really prepared for that nap. Like I did, I put on like some smooth like R&B and meditation music. I took a good hot shower. I cleaned up my house. I did laundry. You know, I ate real good before I laid down. I was like, yeah, I'm about to sleep real good. And I said a nice little wholesome prayer before I went to sleep. You know, and the prayer was off the basis of like, okay, I know I'm about to go into this new cycle in my life. Basically, like, okay, God, show me the person that I'm becoming, or like, kind of give me like a glimpse, you know what I'm saying, of this next phase of my life and like what's to come. Like, just give me a little snippet. And the snippet I got, I was like, fuck no, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, God. Ain't no way you like do me like this. It's no way. It's no way. It's no way. And when I woke up, you know how you wake up out of a dream and you will have confirmation as soon as you wake up about the dream. So that's what happened. Like the first notification on my phone was a direct response to the dream that I had. And I just thought that was so fucking hilarious, but it pissed me off at the same time. Because I'm like, no. I'm saying no to this right here. You know what I'm saying? And what I do, sometimes I will sit with the information that God has given me. And I'll be like, okay, I know that I'm prideful right now. And I know that I don't necessarily see your vision. I don't know what the plan is for real. You know, help me to release control. Help me to let go of my plans. Help me to let go of what I think I need. And then I just wait. I just wait, and then God will bring clarity. However long it takes, God will bring clarity and let me know and confirm to me the reason for that dream, the reason for why he showed me what he showed me. And he'll wait until I forget about it. He'll wait until I forget about the dream, until I'm chill, I'm minding my business, and then it just hit me. And it'd be like, oh shit, that's what you meant when you showed me that. You know, you start to put the pieces together and it's like, oh, see, I thought I knew. What's that saying? When you know, you don't know you know until you know. I experienced that so much. It's like, it's not even deja vu no more. It's not even deja vu no more. It's just like, that you always knew this was gonna happen. You was just pretending like it wasn't there. It wasn't like God didn't show you the first time, or he didn't tell you the first couple times that it was gonna fucking happen. And here it is, and you acting surprised and shit. Like, I'm telling you, a relationship with God will send you on a spin for real. I'm actually right now in my life at a point where I'm studying other religions and stuff. Cause, you know, I don't necessarily claim a religion right now. You know, I'm spiritual, and I stand on that because it allows me to study and explore other ways and other means of getting to know God, and certain like ascended masters and deities and things that have lived before us, that has walked this earth before us. Girl, yes, I told you they be playing with us. They be playing with the channels they think they can play with. You know what I'm saying? Like, they be playing with my numbers and everything. I be seeing it. It's okay though. It's okay. I'm actually thinking about taking the channel to another platform, like using TikTok or Instagram. That's been heavy on my mind. But I've gotten so comfortable here on YouTube to the point where it's like, even though I know I should move the content over to somewhere else, because I do feel like YouTube is playing with my time, I just don't know if I'm ready for that yet. I know I'm ready for it, but I'm just taking my time getting over there. I'm just taking my time getting over there. And it's not even like because I don't want to. It's because almost in a sense, I just know it's going to do very well. And I'm not someone who like seeks attention. Like I'm not someone who wants to necessarily be in the spotlight, even though my aspirations in life is me being in the spotlight doesn't mean that I enjoy being in the spotlight. You know, kind of like celebrities, like that's the lifestyle that they live, but a lot of them deal with anxiety and social anxiety and stuff like that. They do it anyway, but they don't want to be in paparazzi. They don't want to be on these blogs and stuff like that. They don't want to be seen really. It just comes with the lifestyle. It comes with their gift, you know, the attention of so many people from all around the world. And that's the anxiety that I have when it comes to taking my YouTube channel to other social media apps and platforms, because I know that it will grow. I just heard exponentially. Is that a word? I just heard that. I think that's a word, right? Somebody look it up for me. What is exponentially? They just said that to me. Isn't that like a math term? What does that mean? Somebody look it up for me, please. But yeah, whatever that is, I think it means something good. It means that it's gonna grow at a rapid pace, or grow at a consistent rate. And I know this and I feel this when I think about it. So I'm like, damn, am I ready for that? Am I ready for that type of attention? See, I didn't want to put on the other lashes. Yes, okay, so I did use it right. I be hearing the shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be hearing it. It's probably a word that was stored in my word bank in my database, and I haven't used it in a while. But, yeah, like, I just know, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, whoo, I feel like I'm playing double dutch. I don't know. I've been putting on the smaller lashes lately. And now I done went back to this big ass lash. And I feel weird about it. I don't know if I like it or not. But I changed it out because I sat my lashes on the windowsill and Nala knocked them down and was like playing with them. So, but this is the smaller one. A little short lash. Well, this is short to me. And this one is like super long. These are the ones I was wearing for a really long time. This one, it's pretty long, pretty big lash. It's still cute, but like, I don't know. I think I'm just maturing. So I've been wearing shorter nails, shorter lashes. My hair got brighter, but you see how different? This one's much, much smaller, and it fits my eye a lot better than this one because this one has more of like a winged effect. Whatever, we're gonna be bold tonight, I guess, because I don't feel like opening another pack of lashes. Whatever. But yeah, I don't know, what y'all think? Because I'm like, I could do this TikTok thing. I could. But I don't know. You know how you just gravitate towards certain apps? Like, some people like Facebook, some people like Snapchat. You know, I didn't think anybody still used Snapchat, but apparently it's still a thing. And of course, Facebook is not going anywhere, no matter how badly I wanted it to, because I have a couple Facebook profiles that I am not proud of. But right now, Instagram and YouTube is my thing. And honestly, Instagram probably wouldn't have been a thing for me if I wasn't bartending. I feel like the only reason I post so much now is because I do promotion for my job. So it kind of keeps me in that rhythm and flow of staying, you know, relevant on Instagram. And my page, my following has definitely grown because of that. But when it comes to TikTok, I'm a watcher. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just there to laugh. I'm just there to like, when I'm trying to decompress and, you know, I need to lighten the load a little bit, I go to TikTok and I watch some videos and I just allow myself to indulge for a few hours on TikTok. Because, you know, when you get on TikTok, you're going to be on there for a few hours. It's just a given. It's just a given. And that's why I try not to do it too much. Like I probably haven't been on TikTok in like a week, you know? But I use it literally just to lift my spirits when I'm like getting in those modes where I feel a little depressed or confused or whatever, and I just need to step away from reality real quick. I go on TikTok. Matter of fact, let me check the time real quick. What time is it? 7:12. Okay, we good. We still got another 30 minutes before I gotta get out of here. I already took a shower and all of that stuff, and I reinstalled this wig yesterday, so I'm gonna be feeling myself when I get to work. And like I said, I still have not finished customizing it, but for right now, I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty dang good to me. I went in, I plucked it a little bit more, and I also re-dyed the edges. I re-dyed the edges and the baby hairs because they was looking brown from the last color that it was. It was like a honey blonde before I dyed it red. I hate when my flat iron turns off. But yeah, I hope y'all are entertained by my little spiel. You know, I know sometimes I be getting on the deep end with certain topics, especially when it comes to talking about faith and the spiritual journey and stuff like that. I hope y'all don't be getting bored with me. I just be needing to talk sometimes, you know? I just be needing to talk. But I do wish it was like a way, like we could actually do like video calls and stuff. I mean, we can. Remember I said I was gonna do that when I very first started? And I was like, we should do a Zoom party every Friday or something like that. And maybe it'll just be like a thing where a select group of people can join. And if you're available, you know, you can be in the group call. And we can talk about whatever. You say you love chats, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Because I said I wanted to do like webinars and stuff like that. But it just doesn't feel authentic to me. It just doesn't. I probably will eventually get into it because that's a bag. You know what I'm saying? That's a bag. That's a big come up, big bag, big bucks. You know what I'm saying? Big balling. But I feel like right now, I just want to connect with my people. Like, I don't really care about the money for real. As long as my voice can get out there, I'm good, you know? And that's why I was like, I want to do the podcast. I think that'd be cool. But, you know, me, my Virgo North Node, I'm a little perfectionist in a sense where I think I have to have everything perfect. It has to be the perfect setup. I have to have the perfect camera, all of that to begin. So that's something that I'm working through. The girl's about to get into the phone and I am excited. I am so freaking excited. Because at first I was like, you know what? I'll keep the phone I have and I'll just get a MacBook so that I can edit quicker and stuff like that. But I'm like, what's better than having a new phone with a great camera, the editing tool on there, the storage to create videos whenever, however much you want to, you know, and you can carry it wherever. Like, I literally, when I get this new phone, I'm gonna be popping out videos like it ain't nobody's business because I'm gonna be able to do that because it's on my phone. I can record whenever, wherever I am. whenever I just feel like a message needs to get out, or whether I just need to speak my mind, like I would probably turn it into like a whole video diary, low key. So the way I be getting on here and talking to you guys on live, I'll probably just create a video diary with the new phone that I get, because I'll have more storage to do so, and I'll be able to edit on my phone. And I love it. I love being able to multitask, you know what I'm saying? So I could edit while I'm at work. I could record if I'm at work, if I'm not doing shit. You know, I literally will have no excuse to not get this YouTube channel on and popping, because I have everything at my disposal right in the palm of my hand. You know, so I'm excited because I just know me, and I know once I finally am able to do what I've always wanted to do, there's no stopping. There's no stopping. It's just up from there. It's just up and it's stuck. Just period. It's up and it's motherfucking stuck. Okay? I'm not gonna keep this red in for long, y'all. I was thinking about going jet black. But is that boring? I was like, okay, I'm going to maybe dye this red wig jet black when I'm tired of it, or I can get another wig that's jet black. But I'm like, I can't just pop out with the red and go back to being basic. Like what? I gotta do something else. I gotta do like blue or like green or some shit. Yeah, because I'm trying so hard not to go back to my protective styles. I really am. But every day I think about doing faux locks again, because I love it. Oh, Jasmine, I'm a iPhone girl. I haven't been team Android probably since high school. In freshman year of high school, like as soon as I became a sophomore, I got an iPhone, because I was like, it's no way I'm not gonna be in these group chats. There's no way I'm gonna be the only person with green. No, let me get an iPhone. And at that point, Android didn't have like emojis and shit like that back then. So I really felt like I was a dork, like with this fucking Android phone. So I was so happy when I got my iPhone and I could be a part of like, you know, the little chats or whatever, and I could send memes and gifts and little emojis. I was too pressed. I was too fucking pressed. So yes, I'm gonna stick to iPhone for now. You know, cause it's just convenient, especially for content creators. It's just so convenient. I started my vision board earlier. I've been watching like Vlogmas, like, you know, the girls that do the Vlogmas and the vlogs and stuff like that. I love watching stuff like that. And I'll be looking at them and I'm like, that's supposed to be me, God. That's gonna be me one day, you know? No, I heard that though. I heard that Android really been stepping up when it comes to like photo and video quality. But it's like nobody is literally taking them seriously. Like iPhone users are just so like, nah, no. I don't care what y'all talking about. I'm gonna stick with iPhone. And honestly, I think it's because iPhone is always changing. You know, you never know what type of update you're gonna get with iPhone. And I think that's why people gravitate towards it so much. Because it's new, it's exciting. It keeps people on the edge of their seats to be included in something. Android, they don't do that many updates. They might update they shit like every 2 years maybe. iPhone, they change, they update every couple months, every 2 months. They doing something new. And that's why people be sending me certain shit, like certain emojis or certain things. I can't see it. Or they be like, have you used this such and such yet? And I'm like, no, what are y'all talking about? He's like, girl, you ain't update your phone? And I'm like, first of all, my phone is supposed to update automatically. And I go and I check my damn phone, and I done missed about 3 upgrades. And they're like, you need to upgrade your goddamn phone. What are you doing? And I'm like, what do I need to upgrade for? They just did an upgrade a month ago. I ain't even fully like figured out the first one. And you telling me I'm 3 upgrades behind? Just for a couple extra emojis? Out of all the emojis on my damn iPhone, I probably only use consistently maybe 10. I probably only use maybe 10 emojis out of all of them fucking emojis. So a lot of little upgrades and updates and shit, I don't fucking need. As long as I got a good camera and storage, I'm good. I'm the fuck good. But again, with me on this road to being a content creator, I like the fact that the iPhone comes with iMovie. And I also like the automatic filtering effect that is on the videos and the pictures now. It's like a slight difference, if you know what I'm saying. Like when you take pictures and videos, even now on live, there's like a slight filter on the iPhone camera. Almost like, I forgot what they said. It's like the back camera is like a front facing camera now. And I don't know if that's the 3rd little camera that they got on the phone or what, but it was something like that. It's something like they did something with the camera to where it's like they automatically like filter you out. So you don't need like an app to filter you or something like that. You know, it's almost like a beautifying thing. I can't explain it. But I think what I'm gonna do, I still have my old iPhone. I'm gonna take a picture on my old iPhone and I'm gonna do a comparison so y'all see what I'm talking about. But there's like a automatic filter that's on the iPhone camera when you take pictures and videos now. It's very small, it's very slight. I actually have a video of me complaining about it. You said cinematic effect? I heard that too. Like people are actually making full-fledged movies with the iPhone. And that's why I'm like, that's why I'm gonna stick with iPhone, because I can do everything just at the tip of my fingers for my channel. I don't necessarily need a laptop or a MacBook or anything like that. As long as I got enough storage, I can do everything from my phone wherever I'm at, you know? I can work remotely from my phone because iPhone has made it so I can do that. So that's why I'm so excited. I'm definitely gonna have it before Christmas. Definitely gonna have it before Christmas, and I'm so happy about that. Y'all just don't know how this shit is about to take off. So I hope y'all ready for the ride. I'm still getting ready to do. Sometimes I do like these little curls, and I'm like, do I want to leave them like this, or do I want to finger them? So like, I'll do one side. So I'll do like that, and I'll like fan it out, and I'll comb through it like that, and it kind of adds a little bit of volume. But then when I do that, the curls fall quicker. I like this side better. Let me recurl this side. Hold on. It's probably not even gonna be that busy tonight. It's been cold and raining and freezing in Texas. And I guess it's like a whole ass culture shock for them. And they've been sending me fucking freeze warning emails and shit for the past 2 days. And I'm like, y'all are so dramatic. Y'all are so dramatic. The motherfucking weather dropped to 20 degrees and y'all running around with your head cut off. Like, That is not a freeze warning. It is not like, what the fuck they said? They said it was life-threatening. Like, y'all being dramatic as hell. Like, come on now. Do you not understand? Like, 20-degree weather is absolutely nothing up north and on the east side. Absolutely nothing. I was going to school in below freezing weather. Like, nothing stopped. Time did not stop. Business did not stop. Life did not stop because it was below freezing. And y'all complaining about a little 20, 30 degrees out here in Texas, talking about it's life threatening. If y'all don't go outside and handle y'all business and stop playing, especially because like independent contractors like me needs the money. Like, so I need y'all to continue to live on, even in this cold weather, and stop being a baby. Get you a good little coat. You know, people in Texas probably don't believe in coats. They probably don't even own one. Probably don't even own one. They said 28 degrees. Fuck no, freeze warning. Bitch, stay in the house. It's cold. So that's how it's been for business lately out here. Everybody's in the fucking house, booed up, cuddled up. And you know, the bar scene ain't really been popping like that. It don't really be popping unless it's like 40 degrees or higher outside. They'll still come out in the rain and shit. But if it's too fucking cold, do not expect a big crowd. If you work in like food service or you work as a bartender, anything like that, like especially the area that I'm in, it's been a little dead, I'm not gonna lie. Unless we have like events where people come and perform. Like we just had a comedy show and a couple showcases, so it was really, really busy. I was really busy this past week. For any of y'all that follow me on Instagram, you know. But yeah, I'm just excited. I'm just so fucking excited, y'all. Y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know. I feel like a little kid. Her dreams are coming true. You ever see that TikTok? Be like, go little rock star. I feel like a little rock star right now. And I know this kind of cheesy, but I don't care. My inner child deserves this. She deserves to be happy. She deserves to be loved. She deserves to enjoy the pleasures of life. She deserves to be comfortable. She deserves to be herself. Okay? Come through with the affirmations. Come through with the affirmations. Y'all know this portal is coming, right? So we are already in the energy of it. That's why I was telling y'all the door is motherfucking open, okay? If you don't walk through this motherfucking door and go after what the fuck you want, you missing out. You really missing out, because this is a big window of opportunity for people who's been patiently waiting for their breakthrough. The door is open, y'all. Like in this portal we about to go through, people are jumping timelines. And I talk about this, I think, pretty often on this channel. You can jump timelines. And a lot of people are going through a lot of sadness, a lot of depression, a lot of darkness right now, because God is throwing this shadow work in your face, because it's like, look, come on, this door is about to open. There's certain things you need to release before this door opens, because you have to be in a position to accept certain keys to unlock this door. Because once you go through this door, you cannot go backwards. Once you go through this motherfucking big ass door and it closed, you cannot go back to the person that you used to be. You cannot go back to the life you used to live. You cannot go back to talking to the people you used to talk to or deal with romantically and things like that. Once the door is shut, that's it. So you decide here and now what you're going to tolerate moving forward. you know? Because that ultimately is gonna dictate how the next fucking 7 to 10 years of your life is gonna be. You know? He gives us a chance to choose. So that's why I'm like, yeah, sometimes you wanna run from the issues, run from your fears, run from that shadow work, but you only slowing yourself down, you only delaying yourself, to be honest. If you really want access to the keys and to the life that God has promised you, you want access to the promised land, you gonna have to do this shadow work, baby. You gonna have to get it done. And stop holding on to shit, you know? Stop holding on to shit from years ago that don't fucking matter no more. You're not even that person anymore. Nor are you associated with those people anymore. So why the fuck you gonna keep holding on to some shit like that for? Am I ready? Am I ready to go? Let me fix this baby here. Get a little loose. I probably should just let the curls alone, but I finger them because it makes my hair bigger. I don't know. I need to get some more flexi rods or another curling iron, so I could have like the little, like the real big curls. But I be forgetting this wig is only 20 inches. It's only 20 inches, so the curls don't be popping the way that I really, really want them to pop. Let me just swoop that. And swoop this. Honestly, I think I did my thing with this wig, this reinstall. Because up close, at first up close, it was looking real bad. It was looking real bad. But it's coming together. It's coming together. The third time I install this wig, it's gonna be it. It's gonna be fucking it, yo. But I always say the older the unit is, the better it looks, to me, in my opinion. Because each time I install it, I customize it a different way. But yeah, I think that's all I have for today, y'all. If it's not busy at work, I'll get back on live while I'm at work. But yeah, if you take anything from this live today, is 1, give people grace. 2, recognize when you're being self-centered, like I had to. Forgive yourself. Be patient with others and be patient with yourself. Be patient with God. What else was something I touched on? I don't know. Embrace your inner child too. Embrace your inner child, especially in this holiday season. I feel like around Christmas time, it should be the opposite, right? It should be the opposite, where we as adults get to experience the joy and the jolliness and just the childlike energy that's supposed to be in the air, but it's honestly the most stressful time of the year for adults. It's the time where we are deeply embedded in being adults and completely ignoring the point of the energy shift, you know? Because when money is involved, all that inner child bullshit goes out the window. All of it goes out the window. You're like, fuck that, you know? I can laugh and sing Christmas carols around the Christmas tree later, but right now I gotta get these gifts. I gotta work. I gotta, you know, it's just a lot of stress around the holidays. And I'm just reminding y'all, take time to nurture your inner child, like around this time. And not just around this time, but whenever you can, take time to really nurture your inner child. Do things to inspire yourself. Do things to make you laugh. Do things that bring you joy. Like, even if it's the smallest of things. I went and got some gyro food the other day. And like I said, if y'all follow me on Instagram, you watch my stories, you would have seen it. But I saw the little candy machine. You put the quarter in and you like twist it. And I remember, like, it was just like it brought back so many memories from when I was little, and I used to go to the machines, and they used to have like the little clear little balls, and they used to have like the little toys in them and stuff like that. And I was like, I haven't done this in so long. And my inner child was like, do it. You know you want to. Like, you know you want to. And I put a quarter in that bitch, and I got me some M&Ms. I turned it. Like, it was just so nostalgic for me. And it'd be simple stuff like that. Like, you can do that to just remind yourself, like, life is not supposed to be this stressful. Like, enjoy the simple things of life. Like, as children, we were excited and we appreciated the small things. You know what I'm saying? Like, that used to bring me so much joy and excitement when I was a child. I could put a motherfucking quarter in that bitch and like, that's it. I get a toy. I can get some bubble gum. I can get some candy. You know how many quarters I had as a child? I never ran out of quarters. Trust and believe me. I always had a quarter for that machine. You know, the bubble gum machine. So in that moment, I was like, yes, I'm gonna do this to remind myself to be a child when you need to be, you know? Not to take life so seriously. Because at the end of the day, it's out of your hands, it's out of your control. You know? Hi, Sky Speed. Thank you for joining. Where did I put my J? Even though it's not much of a J. I need to get another cartridge. And stop buying weed. But yeah, what time is it? Hi, thank you. Thank you. I am a cool girl. I am a cool girl. I think that you would like it here. I'm actually about to go to work. See, back to adulting. About to go to work. So I was just doing like a little get ready with me, chit chat, shebang before I left. Oh look, I got dye on my fingers still. When I re-dyed my hair. I was gonna put my press-ons on, but I don't feel like it. What time is it? 7:40. Okay, y'all. I got a blast. I will see y'all when I see y'all. Like I said, if it's slow at work, I'll probably get back on live with y'all tonight. But peace out. Be safe in your travels. And be kind as always to yourself and others. See y'all later.